gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What is up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. We're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. A great weekend this weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cleveland Funny Bone, formerly the Cleveland Improv, is went through a name change, and it didn't stop people from coming out and saying hi to Rodney Perry. We had a great weekend, man. Shouts out to the family of my friend, the great David Arnold, who came through and supported as well. I know it's a bit of a chore to go to a comedy club when, you know, all that reminds you of such a great guy like David Arnold. But being in Cleveland, man, it made me feel really at home because of that, David, man. Shouts out to my friends. Join us this morning. We got a cavalcade of comedy. I want to get my folks to come through. Of course, the screen just went black. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. Of course, joining me as per usual. Welcome to the show, One Act Drama. What's up, Drama?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm back home.
You are home. I can tell you in your space because you got your light went out. Something happened. Yeah.
Somebody keep calling my phone.
It's all good. It's all good. All right.
But yeah, I'm back temporarily home because this ain't my home.
It's all, I mean, but you was an Atlanta girl for a couple of days. I was like, okay, Drama.
Yeah.
So do you like the Atlanta comedy scene?
You have no choice because we don't have one. You know that.
Y'all don't have shit up there. Shouts out to Cedric Wilson, Granny Wilds is in the building. Devin R. Brooks, Victor Marshall. Victor said Deion Cole showed up to a great event he was a part of. Good show. Shouts out to Deion Cole. Deion Cole put up a video last week, and I want to talk about this as we get into the show today. First of all, we discussed Cat Williams last week. The world was discussing it. If you're a comedian, you could not move without somebody asking you your thoughts. So let's unpack this today. We got, again, my people is in the building. Coco Fresh, the Fresh Terror is in the building. What's up, Coco Fresh?
Peace. What's up, y'all? Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, Coco Fresh. Like, what you doing, Coco Fresh? You like you exfoliating or something? You looking really radiant right now.
It's the lighting.
It's the light. Well done, Coco Fresh, looking fly this morning. All right, joining us on our way to work. As comedians from time to time, we got to do other stuff to make the ends meet. And how about this? She is rich. She don't tell people, but I know it. Welcome to the show, Onika McLean.
She on
You muted. Why you talking all them words? You muted.
Wait a minute. First of all, black ladies can't be rich, just like black men don't cheat. We're just trying to make it. What you talking about?
That's right.
First of all, leave us out of this. Leave black men out of this whole conversation.
I can tell by her moon roof and her little fur store she got money.
That moon roof and that ain't no rabbit. That's
combo. That's a rich bitch combination right there.
That's a warm fur.
I can sell a little something back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? This stuff, if you put it in the freezer, it stays for a long time. I just want to say it stayed longer than my relationships. I'll tell you that one.
You used to sell a little stuff. What stuff was you selling?
I'm just saying, you know, God give it and God take it away. That's all.
What's wrong with you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, also joining us all the way up from the great Northeast Connecticut area, Mo, the comedian. Mo, what's up, man? Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. I do not live in Connecticut. I live in Massachusetts, man.
All that shit the same to me. All that shit up there is the same to me.
I know it is. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, all right. That's like me saying Chicago and Indiana's the same.
It is if you don't know nothing about it.
They don't even label y'all on the map, Mo. It just say New York and everything.
I know. And don't nobody listen. Don't nobody want to.
Y'all up there.
Don't nobody want to come up here. They think a lot of people don't know there's black people up here. We got niggas up here.
Well, first of all, it's you and one other nigga up there.
Me and Jonathan Gates.
Stop right there, everybody. Joining us, he is recovering right now from a knee injury. but he's looking great. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvin Hunter is in the building.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Peace, Marvin.
Hey, Marvin.
What's
Marvin.
going on?
Hey,
What's going on?
So here goes, guys. Katt Williams shakes up the world last week. 27 million views on Club Shay.
It's
Episode.
It's more than that now. It's like 31 million.
Is it at 31? 27 yesterday, 31 today. As of this morning, how crazy is that? My question
What's gonna be the over? What's the over?
I don't know. I mean, the biggest podcast to date did 50-something million, and he's on track to, and that took like 4 years to hit those numbers.
Wow.
Damn.
He's at 27 million after 4 days.
You think Katt get a cut?
I mean,
hope so.
he could at the kindness of his heart, but he don't owe him nothing. Probably.
He don't need no cut. Katt Williams done got himself a whole new legion of ticket sellers. Them kids is going to see him now. He opened up his demographic right now just with that one thing.
Yeah.
So you think his demo opened up because of the interview?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. With these kids,
I mean, but some people would say he already had those people. No,
he did not have those people. He didn't have my children. My children have downloaded his stuff. Did you know he did this? Did you know he did that? Yeah, I knew it. He did it in the 90s. What the hell y'all talking about?
wow.
I'm not gonna say it open, but I'm gonna say expanded. It expanded what he already had.
That's what open means.
That's absolutely what open means. Thank you.
But if it's already open, it can just get wider. You know.
Still open though. That's
I like the way you did the hand gesture, which got me Mo. All right, y'all. Let's figure it out. Let's unpack it. Is this good for comedy though? Is it a good look for comedy? Mike Epps weighed in, Godfrey weighed in, as Steve Harvey, Finesse Mitchell weighed in, Ed Lover weighed in. Like, what do we think, Marvin? You have any thoughts on this, man, or you just trying to stay out of it?
I'll never see white comics doing that.
What you mean?
I'll never see white comics going live, going in on each other like that. I ain't never see Bill Burr come at Jim Gaffigan.
You know what? Let's look at that. That's great. That's a great point, Marvin Hunter. Now I remember when Dane Cook was super hot. White comics hated Dane Cook.
Yeah.
I mean, like verbally, they was going at, and he's not white.
Carlos Mencia as well.
Took bricks in the face from people like Rogan and people like that. Yeah,
but Carlos Mencia was blatantly stealing and was saying, "Yeah, I stole it." Yeah, he was saying it out loud. So,
I think it's good for comedy. I think that this is a good thing for comedy because it just shows the nuances of our industry. It's not just we getting up there telling jokes. We got our drama too, and every genre, people want to see what's behind the scenes. All these latest, even Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, it's all about behind the comic, what's happening behind the scenes, and this just makes it more sensational and make people want to be more intrigued by it. I'm about to.
But here goes, guys. Let's ask this question. Do you wish you were more sensational? I asked myself this week. I'm like, nigga, do I need to start just talking about niggas? Do I need to fucking really go in? Because there's a dark side of Rodney Perry I don't let people see. So fuck it, let that nigga out. Let the fucking evil Rodney Perry out. What you think?
Rodney Perry.
Evil Rodney Perry?
I think you need to just be yourself. I really don't. I think Katt Williams.
But I think that we all have aspects of ourselves that are fucking horrible niggas.
Yeah,
Not to say Katt was horrible. Not to say that.
It's a dark side for a reason. It's a reason why it's in the dark. It needs to stay in the dark.
No, it's not supposed to stay in the dark. To be a whole individual, when the people say love your whole self, you're supposed to love that dark side too. It's really there.
Wow, T-Ray Sanders on the line.
I wouldn't be where I am now if I let that evil nigga in me get out. I wouldn't.
You can't let him out, Marvin. You can't let him out.
I can't let him out. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know how I be feeling.
And how about this? Once you let him out, he don't want to go back in.
He don't want to go back in. He can't go back in because people see him now. So
no.
Go ahead, Drama.
He said a great quote. if you wanted me to speak more highly of you, perhaps you should have treated me better. I'm a firm believer. If you shit on me, I don't have to let you make it. I don't have to. I'm a prime example. Somebody in Atlanta tried me left, right, every which way. I don't have to speak highly of her. I do not have to.
But
because you tried to be a bitch to me.
But you could go on the podcast and talk about her. I did. Good. See, you did. So you let your dark side out.
That's not my dark side. That is, you're not a nice person. People have bad days. That's different. I believe if you and a person have an altercation and that person is a generally nice person, it's just y'all didn't mesh. That is very different.
Right.
I wouldn't do that to somebody because we all have a day where we don't want. It just ain't your day. But if you are a generally nasty person and people keep letting you make it as a nasty person and not calling you out, at some point, stop being a bitch.
But I'm just sick. I'm just sick of people that are not comedians trying to debate with me like they comedians, like they know the whole industry and how it works. I'm like, you ain't even got this life.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Break it down. So what you mean? What happened? What happened?
I'm just saying, like, I put one post. Okay, an example. I put a post up on my Instagram, and it was just like, at the end of the day, they still rich. Why are you debating about some people that they ain't even in your tax bracket, nothing? And then I got people coming to me about it's about the integrity of it, and then they pulling out clips from this date, and then somebody said something from this date, and I'm just like, and then it's like Katt Williams telling the truth. That man is the truth, and I'm just like, you have no idea about.
It's so much nuance. It's so much nuance in this thing, and it's not cut and dry. And I know y'all like me. I've had not only and no less than 100 people ask me about that this weekend while I was out.
Yeah,
just regular people. Hey man, what's your thoughts on Katt?
What we dealing with now is the result of social media, because in sports, the Monday morning quarterbacks, we always been dealing with it. But now with social media, every swinging dick and titty think they know what the hell going on in your profession. If you raising ducks, I ain't got no business down there telling you how to raise them motherfucking ducks. Them your ducks.
Right. You damn right.
Nothing to do with me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit aggravates me no end when regular ass people try to tell comments how to be funny and what is funny.
Yes, or think they can do what we do. I think I heard someone say comedy is the one job that 90% of the people in the world think they can do, and only 10% can.
Only time people don't want to do what you do is when they see you do bad. If you bomb, motherfucker like, I ain't doing that shit.
And don't pick a side. Like, don't have a strong a strong side that you on with all.
Either way,
I got called a groupie. I'm like, a groupie?
Wow.
You know what?
Just sat down.
But the whole thing though, I'm kind of torn because Katt, Steve Harvey, Cedric, to me, they were my comedy heroes. They still are.
Right.
You know, I don't know which way. I don't know. I'm not saying Katt's lying, but I got to see and hear and investigate way more before I can say everything is.
Let's look at that. Let's look at that though, guys. So I know that there are people that happen to be comedians that have the capacity to be horrible human beings.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are people that happen to be comedians, and along the way, when cats are battling up the ladder, they treat the junior people like shit.
Right.
And who knew that junior guy would become one of the guys? I think nobody saw Katt becoming this guy. And I think Katt is talking, some of the stuff he brought up is over 20 years old. So we were talking about in his infancies as a comedian, and he's like, yo, this dude stole my joke when I was a baby. And not to say it's right to take a baby's joke, but again, you know, when do we let it go? Do we let it go?
There's stock jokes that float around. We all know it. There's our favorite.
Domination is a stock joke.
Yeah, it's a stock joke, and then there's hag material, this, that, and other. I don't know. I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But and then the whole thing of being treated fairly. You know, like Rodney, you know, there's a 30-year comedian right now. I tell you this motherfucker shitted on me as an open micer so fucking bad, and
Right.
and now he don't remember it. But to this day, right now, I consider him one of my closest friends. I mean, we good. I mean,
Right.
it is what it is, man.
Same way with me. I got a couple of guys that I know said that nigga ain't funny.
Yeah.
I know, and they was active about it. They was telling people. I know that for a fact, but I passed them. I literally passed them.
Your
So how
money
dare
is
I?
better, so you don't care no more when your money.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But you know what?
I don't give a fuck.
Man, but that's not even that's just humility. Listen, so what you talking about me? I got to keep it moving. I ain't got time to pay attention to what they saying behind my back or when I'm not around, or I got shit to do. Sit your ass down. I got shit to do.
I tell you what, Cat Williams had time, and he unpacked all that shit. That nigga had time. That nigga had a lot of time on his hands.
Rodney.
I'm not saying it don't hurt. I'm not saying it don't hurt, but it hurt him. But you didn't see it stagnate his growth as a comedian. He still had shit to do.
Matter of fact, it was his fuel. It was his fuel in a lot of respects.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marvin.
Hey, Rodney, have you ever in your life shitted on a comic in a moment of anger?
I don't think so, but I will say this: who knows? Because you don't know what state of mind you in all the time, and you might not feel like you being horrible, but you might be being horrible. I try to stop and give like comments my undivided. Like I never want to be the guy from motherfucking Hustle and Flow, throwing the nigga mixtape in the toilet.
Oh yeah, I'll never want to be that guy.
Never want to be that nigga. So I try to stop and give niggas my undivided attention. Like young comic this weekend in Cleveland, he said, hey man, here's my card. I want you to watch my video. I said, you send me your video. I seen it. I said, nigga, your video too long. Now he might feel shitted on.
Yeah.
But being a vet, you can't send a person an hour-long video and expect them to watch it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So I'm trying to give him something constructive. I said, and I said, man, you hear what I'm asking? You hear what I'm saying to you though? Your video is not as bad. It's just too long. You try to jam your whole career into one video. That should be 6 to 10 videos right there. So I don't know if he got it, but you run the risk of losing people, especially sometimes when they ain't on your level. Like levels matter.
When you a young comic, man, and you out here, you fighting for your life with your 5 minutes, with your 10 minutes, you become very sensitive, and you fragile, you soft, and you know the way people handle you, it lingers with you because I can remember. I give you a good example. I'm an open micer. I don't know shit, and I remember Zoo Man talking to me, just him taking the time to sit down and talk to me meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying? And you remember them things, but you also remember when folks shit on you too.
You remember the shit more. You remember the shit more vividly.
Yeah, because that's where you're most vulnerable. That's where you're most vulnerable at, right? When you're in a vulnerable space and people don't treat you kindly. But the other piece is most people are thinking about themselves and they really not thinking about you. Like most times people are just thinking about what they got going on, and we take a lot of things personally. But down with the Katt Williams stuff, like the joke thievery, it's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in comedy, and we all just sweep it under the rug. And as soon as people get like bigger opportunities, if you talk about it, they saying you bitter, but actually you're just talking about your experiences. And isn't that what being a comedian is?
Let's look at this, guys. Our jokes the end all be all. I think we give jokes too much power. To me, people don't buy your jokes; they buy you. I mean, if we haven't proven anything this week that Katt Williams was gonna make it anyway, nobody could have stopped him from making it anyway. If God say yes, nobody else can say no. So how, like, it don't, the words themselves are incidental to what a guy or girl is gonna become. Am I right or no? Am I tripping?
I think that's true.
I think that it's about who you are, and it is also about the jokes. I think that the joke writing shows your level of expertise inside the craft.
But there's some. I mean, when I tell you brilliant joke writers, their pen is immaculate, and nobody knows who they are.
That's
You know,
right.
because they
And they
can't
have no
deliver on
performance
stage.
value. No
Yeah,
performance.
yeah. So you have to make a connection with the audience. They actually got to feel like you their friend, or you their uncle. Or, you know what I'm saying? They actually got to feel that way with you. So, because if that wasn't the case, then why would some people who are not comics sell out shows at comedy shows? I mean, when Nene Leakes sold out a bunch of dates at a comedy show, I was like, okay, yeah, this some other shit.
Yeah.
And let me give you this,
But
Marvin.
also,
I sat down with Nene Leakes. She called me. She here in Atlanta. She said, "Man, I need some help. I'm about to go." She already had 20 dates booked, sold out.
Yeah.
She said, "Rodney Perry, nigga, I don't know what I'm gonna say." And we sat down for 4 hours, and I charged her for my time. And we went through her life.
I remember that.
And she arrived at this. She said, "Rodney, you trying to make me into a comedian. I'm not gonna be a comedian. But you helped me to figure out what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna tell these stories that the people like, and that's gonna be that." She knew she wasn't gonna be a comedian, but she was gonna go get that money though.
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
But
stop right
that's
there.
different.
Everybody freeze. Everybody freeze. Everybody freeze. The most opinionated man in comedy is joining us, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Virgo. If anybody can speak to the state of mind of the great Cat Williams, this man can, because he's a Virgo as well.
That was crazy.
If there's one goddamn thing I want to tell you, Rodney, if you was in my face right now, I would bust your stomach.
What's going on, good people, man? I drank a Celsius yesterday. I've been up about 2 days, man. I have not slept, and I heard y'all. I was like, I couldn't sleep. I ain't slept at all. So I was looking at this shit on the phone. I said, let me jump in since I'm up. And y'all were talking about young comics, and I could tell you what happened to me last night.
Okay.
Would y'all want to hear this story?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Listen, so
Nigga, what if your ass just fall asleep right now?
I go to the punchline. I go to the punchline because I want to work on some shit because I got a show coming up this week.
Right.
So I go. I take my camera with me as I always do. I see a young comic on stage, and the nigga's doing all the Barry Brewer shit. But I don't trip on that kind of shit. I'm like, he new, he's green, he doesn't get it, right?
Of course not.
So, guy gets off stage, a couple other cats go up, and I go up.
Is it a black comic?
He's a black comic.
Okay.
I go up to do my set. I do my set, and I do this bit that I was trying to work on about, it's about Stephen Hawking being on Epstein Island. I'm just talking this shit out.
Wow.
I'm talking this out.
Ain't nobody gonna steal that.
No. Wait till you hear this shit. Okay. I'm doing the bit. I go to the back of the room. The comic that was on stage doing all the Barry Brewer shit approaches me. And he goes, hey man,
You a liar. Wait.
I swear to God, this happened to me. So he approaches me and he goes, hey man, that Stephen Hawking
Nigga?
that you do, man, that's, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the city doing that bit. I was like,
He's stealing
wait a
his
minute.
shit.
I said, hold on. I have never seen this nigga before in my motherfucking life.
First
So
of
now, hold on. Now, because I keep a little shit on me, because I'm like, I got to knock.
You ready to shoot him now?
No, I ain't gonna shoot him. I was gonna knock his ass out. I was about to steal him. I was about to hit this little motherfucker, man. I swear to God, it just pissed me off.
So wait, Lamar, he was trying to imply that you doing his material.
I have never seen this motherfucker in my life. He said he didn't know who the fuck I was. I say, nigga, you were doing Barry Brewer's joke. And he says, this is what he says. Oh, I know.
What?
Now my blood is boiling. I say, so you motherfucker, you stealing and you accusing me, a 20-year motherfucking vet, of knowing you or seeing you and stealing your shit. I said, listen, young brother. I said, how old are you? He was 25. I said, how long you been doing comedy? Man, I just been doing it about a month, you know what I'm saying? But like, where I go, man, motherfuckers be stealing my shit. I say, let me tell you something, young blood. I say, listen to me, bro. You gonna get hurt. You're going to get hurt. He don't know. I got my motherfucker
Is it your responsibility as a vet? Is it your responsibility as a veteran comic to set him straight?
I think so.
Bro, I'm knuckled the fuck up, getting ready to knock this nigga out. Because I'm talking to him. I'm an old school nigga. I'm gonna fight. Fuck this. I got his eyes locked on me, chin open. I'm like, oh, I should just go on and gut this motherfucker. But I would like to interject. You know what? I am not gonna fuck this room up. I don't want to. But man, I wanted to hit this little motherfucker so bad. I wanted to knock this nigga's noodle back off, nigga. Oh, that shit pissed me off. And I said, bro, I am passionate about this shit. You calling me out, nigga? Who the fuck are you?
Hello. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nigga McClain, go.
Okay. You know the guy that jumped on the judge, right?
Oh, nigga, you got an echo now. What the fuck going on?
I don't know him.
All right.
You got echo.
Yeah.
Well, all y'all Virgos. Katt Williams a Virgo. LeVar.
I don't know him there. I'm a
Dave Chappelle a Virgo.
The judge.
I was the only Virgo born on the date in September.
The guy that jumped on the judge was a Virgo.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
How you know that? Coco Fresh?
I learned it from TikTok University.
TikTok University. Right.
That man was a Virgo. His feelings was hurt. He got hops too. Virgos can jump high. So look,
it just pissed me off because I never would have approached no OG veteran comic.
Yeah, back in the day, we would have never done that,
nigga.
Never done that.
And then I'm trying to explain to him. I say, look, I'm not saying you didn't come up with this. It's a weak premise. It's just about basically a paraplegic raping young girls and what that would look like. You know what I'm saying? The echo is on everybody except LeVar. It's an echo
is
on
it me? I think it's you, Uncle Rodney.
Yeah. I don't know who it is.
Turn your echo on.
Am I echoing?
And I got on echo.
Yeah, it's everybody but LeVar.
I'm not echoing, huh?
Nope.
I got professional shit in here, baby. You see this studio? You see this lighting in this
I
You
know my
might be the one with all that extra shit stuff, making everybody
he
else.
probably got one button that need to be pushed.
Exactly.
See me right.
It's an iPhone 12 Pro.
How we look now since I muted LeVar. Everybody felt went away,
It's
right?
LeVar.
Yeah.
LeVar
It's
LeVar.
LeVar.
Yeah, he came in here. We drink, you know what I'm saying? We drinking 6-pack. He coming in here with champagne.
Yeah, you actually, get on here, Mo. Your ass.
Yeah, Mo, you was echoing then.
It sound like the intro of Paid in Full right now.
Hilarious.
Yeah, you Coco fine, drama fine.
Let's see if Onika can come back. She right here again.
I'm right here.
Okay,
Onika's fine.
Okay.
Onika's fine.
All right, guys. So the question on the table today is Katt Williams and what we saw in Club Shay last week with 27 million plus views, 31 million views. Is it good for comedy, LeVar? Ultimately.
LeVar on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry, LeVar. You had to unmute it yourself. Hit that mute button for LeVar Walker.
Yeah. Is it good for comedy?
Yes.
I think it might make black comedy look a little bad. It was a highly entertaining interview, of course. But then at the end of the day, all the names mentioned, everybody he talked about all went viral. you know, attention is attention at the end of the day. So maybe it is good overall. It's a shot in the arm, I would say.
Dude, the ripple effect I seen more people at my comedy shows. I'm in Cleveland this weekend, and people just wanted to be around comedy. I felt like, and you know, I think it's partly in due to what we saw with Cat Williams and Shay Shay. Am I losing my mind? I don't need to complain. What you think?
You echoing, Rodney.
You echoing
Flu,
so
yeah.
bad. Sound like Morpheus.
You too.
It's LeVar. It's
Yeah.
LeVar. We're picking up. LeVar calls me. I can mute him.
LeVar, see you later.
Go ahead. Just answer the question, Onika. Goddamn.
I think that it is great for comedy. I think that it just gave more of the public nuances of what we really go through. Because oftentimes we don't really talk about it. You'll hear joke thief, but you don't hear the nuances of people blocking people from getting opportunities. You don't hear the nuances of people, like there's different kind of comedians. Some comedians don't write. Some people just hire. Like I think that it's good for the onlooker. So many of I know a lot of like conservative people, and a lot of them were sending me KATT Williams video. They didn't know who the hell KATT Williams was until that video. Because when you get to those millions, then you start really getting to the masses outside of your regular demographic. And I think that that's good for Black comedy.
Wow. I think you got a great point. One act drama. The point was just made by the great Coco Fresh that it's a Virgo thing. And I had one of my friends tell me yesterday she used to be married to a Virgo, and the Virgos are insane.
They are. My fiance is a Virgo.
They low-key serial killers.
I'm a lay in wait person.
Hold on. First of all, one act drama. The question is for you because you're a Virgo girl. Are we a problem?
Yes, I'm a lay in wait person. I'm a person, you do it today, and I look at you and let you make it. And then maybe a couple months later, you be like, where the fuck that come from?
See?
Hey, that bitch. I'm definitely that person. I can be, but I'm also a person that I'm so sweet. Just don't do nothing to me. Because I don't bother nobody. Anybody will attest, I bother nobody. I'm nice to everybody in my life.
I think KATT is that guy as well. I think he's definitely that guy. If you ever did him wrong or what he perceived to be wrong, you might catch it.
Oh yeah, we enemies forever. I'm a bite you one time, but I'm never gonna fuck with you ever again.
LeVar Walker, you're not that guy, are you?
Yeah, nigga, shit. I hold shit. I'm very petty. I'm a petty motherfucker.
I don't even know why you asked that.
I hold shit to the chest, bro. Like I be like, man, that's a shiesty motherfucker. Like I don't be, bro. I be, you know what I'm saying?
I can't stay mad. Like I get mad at people, but I can't stay mad.
I gotta have a better job of communicating. I think that's not good because I just cut a motherfucker off and I don't even tell him.
Ooh, that's me.
You know what?
That's not really good.
I agree with LeVar. He probably don't remember, but it was like 2013 and I had approached him and I had just started comedy. And I was like, hey, I got a room and I would love for you to come to. He said, I'm sorry, I'm not doing shows in places like that. If it's not a theater or arena, I'm not doing it. I was like,
really?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I was an asshole.
I told my story.
Fuck.
Damn.
I thought I was being cool. I thought I was being honest. Wasn't that honest and communicative?
I was like, I don't like him. I don't know him, but I don't like him.
Would you rather me say, yeah, and this is what I do now. Yeah, I pull up.
No. Nigga ain't coming nowhere near that bitch.
No. You know what?
Okay. Yeah,
you know what?
Where you room at? Yeah, I'll be here next week. Okay.
No, they got they gonna put his picture on the flyer. They got his picture on the flyer. Surprise guest.
Okay. But
I try to say what I mean. That's what I try to do.
10 years later, now I truly understand why he said it. I get it. Back then, I didn't know. As an open micer trying to get in, I was just like, ooh, it'll be dope. He's so dope. But now I understand.
But
I
that's
got a
what it's
Lamar
about.
story.
But that's what it's
I
about.
tried to
It's
pay.
comics, you know. That's
He
what it's
was just
about.
doing
But
it
that's
stand
You
for
live and
his.
you learn.
but the
He was
comedy
doing
and
it stand
growth, the growth in comedy is no different than the growth in life. As young comics, just like children, we don't understand adult situations. And
Yep.
until we become bigger comics and bigger people, then we understand adult situations. As an open micer, you don't see yourself like I'm only going to do arenas because you're like I'm always going to be an open micer. I
Yeah.
always got to work new material because that's all you know. You don't know
Yeah.
outside of that.
Yep. And
Mhm.
when you are young and they won't let you get a guest spot, you be like, the bitch ass nigga give me 5 minutes and stuff like that. And then when you become a headliner, you be like, hell fucking no, all them niggas ain't gonna be on the show in front of me. Like you get it. You get it. You know, you ain't gonna chew the audience up and give me the leftovers.
I don't
Hell no.
mind
I'm
giving
not finna
people
put
time. I
Right.
13
just don't like to
motherfuckers
see
in
them
front of me.
waste time. I hate to see people waste time
I
in that deal.
remember when. Oh, sorry. I remember.
Well, go ahead,
I remember
McLean.
when I first started comedy, and I saw T.K. Kirkland at one of Ray's shows, and I said, "Hey, I'm doing a show. I want you to. I want to book you." He was like, "All right, little mama." He said, "What's your budget?" I said, "I could give you like 200." He said, "Dollars." Get the fuck out my face. And if you don't get the fuck out my face, I was like, "What the hell?"
And then he said, I'm T to the motherfucking K. Why you
Who
want to
But
put a
raised
bitch in the
who
show?
raised you?
for
Who
every
raised you?
horrible comedian that we cross paths with, there's fucking 50 great guys and girls in the game.
But
You
but
know,
but, but aren't comedians cruel people from nature? We make fun of people.
no, not at
We're
Kinda
all.
cruel.
sorta.
We're fucking cruel
Kinda
by
sorta.
nature.
I don't
Kinda
Nah,
think
sorta.
so.
I'm straight self-deprecation. I ain't talking about nobody
Hey,
else than me.
I will say this: there's a lot
We
of
pick
people
who we be
jealous of
cruel to, but
you.
we cruel by
There's
nature.
people jealous of you that are above you.
You think so?
Mm.
I know
Absolute.
so.
What?
I know it's a
Let me
fact.
tell
Well,
you.
they will block you.
Really?
They will block you when they're above you, and they feel like maybe your comedy is probably on par with their comedy. They will block your ass.
Or how
Sit
about
back.
this?
But why are we surprised?
Just for the men, just for the men. I don't know if this works for women, but for a man, if you're a handsome nigga, a nigga might hate on you just because you might pull bitches better
Let
than
me
him.
talk about that, please.
I don't pull no
Please let
hoes,
me
so
talk about that as a
I
woman.
ain't never had that problem. Shit,
You ain't got to worry
I
about
ain't
that.
got no, I ain't got no bitches. So come on, LeVar, you got it, man. Fuck that.
Go ahead. One night drama.
Lights out.
We lost this. We lost that Mo blacked out.
I think she got a call that came in.
And she got a call.
And
But
folks
it's the
could be
same with
some
women, though.
personalities are all to somebody else's water too. It might not be hating on you, but you just like they kind of nigga, or they
But,
not your kind of nigga.
but,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
And I
why are
had
we
to learn that
surprised?
as a
But it's
young
still
comic.
or
work,
you're too
though.
close to them. Like
But, but, but,
Cedric and
but,
Cedric helped me a lot, right? Cedric is still my mentor. But
Mm.
I knew that my time with Cedric was going to be numbered because I was so close to him in stature, the way we looked, the way we moved, and so I knew my time with him wasn't going to be long from the first day I worked with him.
but
Yeah.
listen, but why are we surprised?
I'm as a
We
friend too.
not,
He's a great nigga.
but every industry do that in rap. We never would have heard of the MC Shine if Biggie didn't die because Shine was on the shelf because he sound like Biggie. They do it in every industry, so why are we surprised they do it to comics? It ain't no new shit blocking somebody because they sound like or they a threat to the big guy. It's somebody on the shelf right now that sound like Jay-Z.
But I think that's more towards
That's
our
different.
generation. I don't think the
Yeah.
younger ones are like that. They seem to work a lot more together. They collaborate
Yep.
more. I was talking to Desi about that. I feel like they collab a lot more than we do, bro.
You
You don't
think?
think so?
No.
I
I
don't
mean,
think so.
this is what they do, LeVar. I think when they come from a sketch background, that the idea of being involved in sketch
Mm,
is collaborative in itself.
that makes
So
sense.
that don't mean that they're not necessarily collaborative people, but they're used to working with people. Like if you start as a comedian, it's very difficult to make the transition to an actor because you don't want nobody talking but you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know, just a thought.
That's a good point.
I feel like I'm a younger comic, and I feel like
First of all, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
younger in comedy. I'm under
Okay.
10 years. That's what I mean.
Right.
So
Mom, she a baby.
but what I'm saying is, I feel like this new generation of comedian in New York, we do work a lot together. The older comedians that are, getting more opportunities, sometimes they do try to throw the block because it's like a gatekeeping mentality. But the younger comic, which is, the Gen Zs and the younger millennial, the younger millennials are helping each other. It's like they don't know gatekeeping. So they telling everybody everything. You get emails all the time. You know what else is happening? It's just a different time.
No,
All right.
I don't
Let
agree
me
with that.
ask
I
y'all
don't agree
this.
with that with these younger comics.
Hold on, Mo. Before we move on, I gotta ask y'all this. Joe Coy hosts the Golden Globes. He's a direct descendant of black comedy. Joe Coy did Comic View. He was right there with us 25 years ago. We was all in our formative years. Two questions. One, are you a black comedy? Are you a black comedian? Which I've asked before. Are you a black comedian? And black, when I say black, I mean urban. Are you a black comedian? And let's leave it there for the time being. Coco first, what's your thoughts?
I'm a black comedian, yes, but I wouldn't consider myself urban. I could do my set in any room and everybody gets it. So
I personally try to consider myself a comedian that's a black man, only because I don't want to marginalize, and I think like
Right.
we build imaginary. We end up putting ourselves.
You got a black pedigree though, LeVar Walker. Your credits
No,
are black.
I know. I'm a nigga's nigga, right? But
Okay.
to me, in my mind, I have to remove that constraint because it helps me perform better. Like, cause the
Understood.
stigma of I'm an urban comic is like, damn, I gotta dance when I come out and shit and do this nigga shit.
That was gonna be
But
my
I
question.
don't do that. I just want to be funny wherever I'm at. But I am, nigga.
right.
I'm from Chicago, nigga. Yeah, of course I'm a nigga. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I try to remove that.
I would rather you
constraint
say
off
I'm a
of
black
me
comedian
personally.
more than you say I'm a nigga. I would rather you say that.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there.
Thank you, Rodney.
Nigga McClain, are you a black comedian?
No, I'm a comedian. I just happen to be black.
Do you have black pedigree?
I have urban.
Can you go up in the blackest of the black rooms and survive?
Yes, I can. Yes,
You're a
I
black
can.
comedian.
But I don't think that
Like,
makes.
this,
But I don't
all
think
this
that makes.
shit.
I don't think that.
But
I don't listen.
I qualify
let me,
with what
let
I'm
me,
saying.
let me,
I know you're from New York and you're in the melting pot of humanity, so that's different.
let me just say this, and I said this recently. I don't like it that we have to make a choice, because oftentimes when you say I'm an urban comic or whatever, the mainstream don't look at you, especially in New York. It's
It
like you have to make
marginalizes
a
you.
choice. They put you in this box, and you don't have to be in the box. Because I grew up in the projects, I got a GED, I was married to a drug dealer. I have all those stories, right? And then I went to college, and then I went for law, and then I was in
So you
corporate, and I have
graduated from
all.
being a black person.
And no, and I have all the. No, I didn't graduate. I have all those stories. I did not graduate. I have all those stories as well. And I think that so many of us have those stories. We're not monolithic. It's a plethora of what we are inside. Y'all don't agree?
I agree.
Well,
Come on.
I'm a black comedian all day who happens to be able to make everybody laugh. And you put me in any
Right.
room, anywhere, but I'm a black comedian.
So
That's how
you're not
I
Like,
ain't knocking
I
nobody
don't
else.
like
You're
I
not
don't
a
like
comedian
black
that's a black
comics
man.
that shun their pedigree, shun where you started, shun what you were at the outset of your career.
I would say this for
Because
me.
if you learn, hold on, don't say it, JMO. If you learn how to be a comedian in the black world, and it made you fucking strong and a juggernaut, then by all means, go find yourself, go find the world, be fucking mainstream. But dog, we black comedians, and this is okay.
But can you be? But can you be? So can you not be both? Can you not work both? Like I don't understand that. I don't like.
I'm not
Is
saying
a Latin comedian?
I'm not saying you can't fucking work. We're not talking about work. I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about who you are at your core.
Well, could I just say this?
Well, can I just say? Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mo. Let's Mo and LeVar.
I'm gonna say for me, I started out as just strictly black comedian. That's all I knew. And that's all I could get to was the black room. You know, up in Boston it was slaves and the other rooms, and there wasn't a whole lot of rooms up here, so that's all we had. Now I'm a married comedian. That's my core right now. I'm married. That's what I'm talking about. Being a husband and the bullshit that I'm gonna go through. 5 years later, I might be another type of comedian. I might be a divorce comedian. My course changes as I grow, but my original roots, it was in the black, because that's all I had available. I didn't start out going to Laugh Boston, Nick's Comedy Stop. That shit came later. So I started out black comedian. My first show in New York was because of Kenny Williams and Freddie Ricks. Black room.
Go ahead, LeVar.
Well, of course, like the very first time I did comedy was in at a white bar. And I got laughs, but I was uncomfortable. I thought they were more so laughing at me because I was black or some shit. And then I went to the black urban rooms and I kind of was bombing and it became more of a challenge. So once I mastered that challenge, I kind of honed down into those rooms. The disadvantage in a lot of those rooms is that you're working out a lot, but I think you can be overworking the wrong muscles at times, and it throws off things like your timing, your yelling, you're doing the typical nigga shit. You dance to the music, you fuck a stool, you do a music cue joke, you talk about fucking an old woman. And once I had to adjust my timing and I just wanted to be the best, because at the end of the day, the top 3 comedians are black men. They are black men, and they are not referred to as black comics, right? They're black. They're comedians that are black men, but they don't look at these motherfuckers as urban. So I don't take away from.
But now those 3 comics you're talking about, we're talking about Hart, Chappelle, and Rock, right?
Yeah.
And they all come out of the New York comedy world too. Right. And they come out of a melting pot of humanity, so they have a sense of the mainstream very early.
True.
You know,
is being a black comic a detriment?
I don't think it's necessarily.
I don't think it's a detriment,
but
I do understand what LeVar said. You know, we talk offline. You know, so I get what you're saying. The I don't like nigga rooms. I just that's. I think it's hard to. I don't like when you say that, because it puts on urban rooms like a unruliness. But you can go to a fucking honky tonk and with a bunch of fucking yahoos with cowboy hats on, and they just as rowdy, just as fucking heckling and all that type of shit. So I call it combat comedy. I feel like I have graduated away from combat comedy. I have proven myself. I don't have to go out here and fucking get butt naked and light myself on fire to prove to y'all that I'm funny. If you listen, I'm funny. I've been doing it long enough. So I think a lot of times in the combat comedy room, you're constantly being challenged. When you walk in there like, okay, you better be funny. Like sometimes that shit get old.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What was your first combat comedy room? Was it a honky tonk room, or were they black rooms?
Mine.
Where did you learn combat comedy?
I started doing comedy in Hawaii. So I wasn't around there. But my first combat comedy room,
you done fucked me. Okay.
It was in South Carolina.
So that's when you learned combat comedy, in the black room, right?
Yes.
And it prepared you for the honky tonk.
Absolutely. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I don't want to go back to that.
Right.
But we're not saying to go back to it. Basically, what Roddy is saying, don't forget where you come from. Those who fail to remember are doomed to repeat. Those who fail to remember are doomed to repeat.
I will never forget it. And I'm sitting here talking. I live in Atlanta now, so you know, a combat comedy room will pop up where the fuck, you know, you think you walking into some nice shit and it turned out to be combat comedy. So I'm well versed in the shit. It's just that I don't want to purposely put myself in that meat grinder. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to graduate. And that's not just black rooms. That's the honky tonks. That's the bars and stuff like that. I don't want to put myself in that shit.
It's like a hazing that you need to go through before you
Well,
graduate.
again, I don't want to lose what I'm saying in that conversation about like being a black comic isn't always about the combat. Being a black comic is a state of mind. Like I think the best comics in the world happen to be black, and their core of who they are is the pedigree that people lock into. So, and their core is black. They're black urban comics. You know, are they educated? Do they have the ability? Like D.L. Hughley is a fucking high school dropout, but he's the most well-read comedian in the world.
That's true.
One of the and motherfucker is a quality comedian. You know, but at his core, he's an urban comic. He's a black comic. Mm-hmm. And I think we make some of the best comics. And I hate when people ascend to the higher heights and forget that they black. Or forget that they're black comic.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. I'm a black comic.
If you keep telling people you got black skin, real niggas gonna come see you. Ooh. If you tell jokes and you got black skin, eventually real niggas gonna come see you. Hopefully you ready.
I'm gonna tell you like this. What you say, Rodney? Rodney, you say it all the time. You get what you say. You get famous. You get famous in the black room. You get rich.
White folks, black people make famous. White folks make rich.
If I had my say, I would perform in front of nothing but us forever. But I know that there's a ceiling there, and if you want to get money, you gotta go over there.
Right, it's just.
Well, they gotta come to you.
Numbers. You got to think about it. We make up 13% of the population, but so if you get like 2% of each demo, you big. You know what I'm saying? We only 13%.
Hey, Nate Jackson is my buddy, man. Nate Jackson told me, say, Rodney. Nate Jackson made the transition from not selling tickets to selling tickets through TikTok. He said, Rodney, if I see 10 black people all weekend, I'm lucky.
Damn.
So here's the next question. Do you want to blow up if blow up costs you never see another black person in your audience?
Well, I'm a businessman, so whoever like me, that's who like me. You
That's
get the
right.
fuck out of here. They could be Asian. Nigga, if
That's
I sell
right.
an Asian theater, shit. You niggas
That's
kiss
right.
my black ass.
If I walk at the Wong Song
I
Theater,
pull up in my Rolls Royce and come
9
visit
shows.
you. Them Asian motherfuckers, they showing a nigga love, man. Then I see y'all ass lined up at the Asian clubs. I said, man, what y'all doing here now?
Rodney, we've talked about this before. I think that would be weird for me because I find a comfort in seeing black faces. There's the comfort in it. Now, I could perform in front of all white people and kill. No problem. But I think if my whole career, every time I went out, there was no black people in the audience ever, I would be like, I don't know. I don't know.
White folks go to comedy shows to just laugh. That's what I see. Like they don't care who is there. They just go to laugh.
They care. They gonna look your ass up on their Google though. Before they come.
Last night I bombed at the punchline. Them motherfuckers ain't laughing shit. I said, nigga. Them niggas stared at me. I say, wow.
I'm saying, but listen, if I'm doing it and no black people don't show up, should I be happy for my success or should I question what I'm doing because no black people are showing up and alter so that I can fit everybody in that room?
Sometimes black people gotta find you though. Sometimes they gotta find you. Like it's like Nate Jackson. He messed around and hit a lick in the white world. So black people still gotta find him. And that's to me, you don't really blow up to the whole world know you exist. And that goes both ways.
Y'all see what these niggas is showing up to mostly? What they showing up for? Is we not gonna admit?
Fucking
Where your
stools.
wig at? First of all, Mo, you
Fucking
need your
stools?
goddamn wig, and you need some type of twang or something. Like, that's the problem. You're not stepping and fetching enough for these niggas to come see you, man.
Wow.
Shit.
That hurts, LeVar. Shouts
It's
out to
the
Lonnie
truth.
Lavalas. Is that
It's the truth.
my Navy buddy Lonnie? Man, I ain't seen that
Nigga,
man name in
I'm
30
about to get on
years.
this bitch and start talking like Gilly. Yo, this nigga wobble.
God damn it.
These nut ass niggas, man, please. These niggas going, man, I be looking at this shit that's winning out here for these niggas. I be like, man, what the fuck? What the
It
fuck?
is. That shit is weird sometimes, nigga.
Hey guys,
see
I
what's
can't
winning?
thank
I
you
don't give
all
a
enough for coming in, chatting with your boy today. This is Rodney
Oh,
Perry.
man.
Tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We do the show every single day.
Don't
Cocoa
go.
Fresh is always fresh. And the show is only 1 hour long. I gotta give y'all some time to
Come on, bro.
see what y'all got
Take
going
this bitch
on.
for 3 hours, nigga.
Man,
No.
listen. I mean, I took a water pill, man. Don't talk about that 3 hours, man. So I gotta go to
What you
bed.
on hydrochlorothiazide?
You gotta go pee
You took
any
your
minute now, so he
hydrochlorothiazide?
did.
Hey, I want Thorazine. I want Thorazine.
Oh, shit.
Thorazine.
All right.
Thorazine, yeah.
Speaking of medication, Cocoa Fresh.
Torsemide. Oh, he on
Yes.
the
Cocoa
loop
Fresh,
now
you're
already.
here. Thank you.
He on the loop. He got to piss a lot with that.
Who's
Your
talking?
potassium
Yeah.
is low.
This
You
pissy
taking
conversation.
potassium?
Shut up,
Y'all,
guys.
y'all
We don't want to
forgot
talk
I
about
ain't put
damn
that
You got a
Mo's
motherfucking
medical history.
pharmacist.
Pharm D degree on his ass.
Pharmacist.
Man, let them do the
He's
Indian
just-
I'm the
part.
most nigginest pharmacist ever.
Hey,
Ladies and
real
gentlemen,
quick
I
before we
just
go,
want to
real
thank
quick. Cocoa
each and
Fresh,
every
what
one of
you
you.
got going on, and how can we stay in touch?
Just go to thefreshtarot.com to learn more about me and tune into my YouTube channel every Tuesdays and Thursdays for live tarot reading.
Love it. Marvin Hunter, man, always a pleasure, man. How are you, and how do we stay in touch?
I am getting better every day, sir. You can stay in touch with me on Instagram at comedian Marvin H1. And as always, in the last few weeks, I tell people, do not be fat and fall down some stairs. I wouldn't advise that. I would
Wait
not
a
advise.
minute. Hey, man, I'm glad you're okay. LeVar Walker, man, a super comedian. You did not bomb the other night. We don't believe that for 1 second.
Oh boy.
Uh,
I got the tape.
you got the tape?
I recorded myself, nigga.
Hey, I seen a young lady post a tape the other day, and it had no laughs on. I'm like, why would you post a tape with no laughs on it?
Shit.
Like, I don't even post like empty seats. Like, if there's empty seats around the stage, I'm not posting that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nigga, if it's 4
LeVar Walker, how do we stay in touch, bro?
So, y'all can check me out on Pornhub.
Under what?
At Dick Donald's.
Wait a minute.
Farm D.
Dick Donald's Farm D. Nah, man, y'all check me out, LeVar Walker, man. Everything LeVar Walker, LAVAR Walker.
Why you writing it down?
Yeah, I know. Why you writing that down on me?
She's still
nigga,
right.
you live in Harlem? Where you live at? You in Harlem? You in the Bronx?
She muted.
Brooklyn?
She muted herself.
You in Brooklyn? Yo, son, you in Brooklyn?
There you go. There you go.
You in the Bronx?
There you go. Go ahead, Anika.
Nope.
I
Still can't
can't
hear
hear you. I can't hear you, B. You got to get out of bodega. You in the
Listen,
bodega. You got to get out of the
Get
bodega, son.
You have a hard
Come
time.
on. Let's get it going, y'all.
Yo, son, you in the bodega. You got to get out of there, B.
Hey,
Let's get it
yo,
going.
Mo, the comic, man. Mo, Mr. Sit Your Ass Down. Thank you for coming on the show, man. How do we stay in touch, bro?
You can keep up with me on Mo_comic on Instagram and Maurice Smith on Facebook.
Mo, you look like you melting.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom bad. Like I'm out, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
You gonna get out of here because if you shit on yourself, nigga, I don't know what.
That is
I
P.
definitely can't
Diddy,
take
Mo
that.
P. Diddy right now.
Drama, you
also,
ain't
my walk is ridiculous, man. Yo, One Act Drama has been a pleasure as per usual. How do we stay in touch with what you got coming up?
One Act Drama on all social media, and I'm in that messed up period of being a comic, especially a new comic where I ain't got shit. So I ain't got nothing until April 26th with Ali Sadiq at the Miller Theater in Augusta, Georgia.
Damn, that's all. She said,
but I went from being booked every week from the anime, I only had 2 weeks off from the anime to the beginning of January. Now I
Shit,
have
you
nothing
So
until April
what's your
26th.
lesson learned? Your lesson learned is the book first quarter while you're in the fourth quarter of the year.
Ain't nobody tried to book me. Well, I'm waiting on D-Lay though. D-Lay got some
No,
dates.
no, you gotta be actively booking first quarter. That's what I do.
It's a 3-year rookie
You should
mistake.
have
I'm
called and
learning.
told me that shit because I ain't got shit. I got this theater show, nigga. I'm fucking hurt. Like, I got fucking dry.
No, but you really like. I'm always like September. I'm thinking of the top of the year.
You know, I'm new money. I'm new to this, so I'm like, I'm booked.
I can't tell you ass, but one time you ain't gotta think about it no more.
I'm listening now. Now I know, but I didn't know that then. I was booked and busy. Them checks was coming.
How long you been doing it now?
3 years.
Oh, you doing good.
Oh, you doing good. Yeah. Oh man, you doing
full
good.
time too.
And you work with Ali. Ali don't even like people, so nigga, if you work with Ali, you killing the game.
That Ali be
This is my second time.
Yeah, Drama, you doing good. And 3 years, you are doing great.
Rodney, how Ali be talking? I was telling I was telling that Drama that yeah, she was doing her thing out there or whatever. But that nigga don't like listen, that nigga Ali don't like KATT, nigga. He wanna get KATT.
He do not.
I talked to that nigga. I was like, nigga, what you feel about KATT? That nigga said, nigga, I want to meet. I need to test that nigga so motherfucking bad, nigga. See, when a nigga voice change like that, me talking, nigga, I want that motherfucker to say my name, nigga. You saying everybody's
I was trying to talk him down. I said, Ali, leave that
you
man alone.
ain't say my name, nigga. I'm the real nigga. Ooh, I want to get that nigga, man.
I love that nigga. I love both of them guys, man. Anyway, Rodney Perry Live is the show. We do this every single day. Thank you to my friends for coming on. Onika McClain. She's easy to find. You can look at her on social media. Is your audio working?
Yeah, my audio's working now. I got a show that's coming up, Spread Love on the 31st. You can normally find me at Westside Comedy Club, The Stand, and just stuff around the city.
Hey. All right. You're a black comic, Onika, like it or not.
I don't not like it. I'm just saying I'm all the things. I'm Onika McClain. Don't tell me what I am.
Don't tell me. Don't marginalize me.
Don't marginalize me. You marginalize yourself. They don't say that to any other race. They don't be like, what kind are you? Are you this or you that? You just a comment.
They should. You think them Jews don't lean into being Jews? You think that? You think Jews don't lean into being Jews around each other all day, every day? You crazy.
Amy told me they don't like
crazy.
each other.
Yeah, they love each other. They fucking right for each other. They make sure each other work. I tell you what, they make sure they work. They make sure each other work.
I make sure other comics work too.
They kind of cutthroat too, but they do it more so behind the scenes. Them white folks
I don't understand what the hell you saying.
That's unfair. I feel black comics make sure I work.
Speaking us in that sexy R&B voice, nigga, enunciate.
Nigga, I said them white
don't
people
make it seem like I'm
each
not no
other's
black
throat
comic
behind the scenes.
Goodbye, blacks.
Yo, y'all gone? The hell?
Let me tell you something. Did you see that, Rodney, happening in the comments?
What happened?
Oh, what happened?
I didn't even see the comments.
A troll. So, Dave, Dub's General, did you see what he was saying in the comments?
I did not see what he said.
Okay, so
we know we
Dubs
still live.
had a crush on me.
We still live.
Dubs had a
We still live. Hold on.
I thought you cut it off. You were not live.
Nigga live. You about to
still
live.
Hold on, lady.
Still.
Damn. You
About
did
to
you hear that, Dubs?